It's a site that has seen more than its fair share of great playoff memories the last few decades, and more could be in store as we've got playoff football again at sold-out Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Tonight we continue with Wild Card Weekend with what should be a great one between the Denver Broncos and the New England Patriots.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Looking to throw on second down. Knox. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Throwing on first down. Knox throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Tony Pollard out of the backfield, the intended target, and it's second down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Run for Pollard. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And 7.
To throw on third down. Knox looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
That was just a good example of taking what the defense gave him. No one open downfield, knew where his safety valve was, swung it out to him. He gets upfield and picks up the first down. Well done all the way around.
First and 10. Knox. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
I'm making my presence better.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
He was brought down by
Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down.
some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Check 60. 45. Mike, 45. Let's go.
Operating from the gun. Knox. He finds Kalen Ballage, his running back. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
8-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 38.
Get off the field. Shit.
They'll run with Pollard. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. From the gun, Knox. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit. So every point is precious.
At their own 25-yard line.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space. He's
got the first down and more inside the 40. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Three 0 after one on EA Sports.
Patriots 3, Broncos 0.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, second down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
They'll try again with Jones. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos have taken the lead.
Brandon McManus lining up for the extra point.
They were able to push him backwards on first down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help, and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overruled the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Christian Kirk, 75 yards. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
On play action, lock. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. 42 yards.
Denver.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Jones. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
Jones running on first down, but finding it pretty tough going as he'll get forward for only about 3 there before he's taken down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Locke to throw. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Aaron Jones. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Broncos have once again taken the lead. CD, for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. But they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Knox. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alexander Johnson. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. To throw again. Block. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Block working out of the gun. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, 62 yards. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
Brandon McManus.
They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. This will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
On the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 34-yard line.
Looking to throw. Knox. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. On first down, Knox. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40.
A 7-yard.
It'll be a loss of 7 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Knox. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
First down, Denver.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Into the red zone, it's Locke. Forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Locke going to throw. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. From 13 yards out. And the Broncos push further out in front.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Broncos 28, Patriots 10. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And tackled line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Their own 21-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Knox. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Shaquille Barrett. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Knox. From the left side, complete. That's Zimmerman. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
45-yard line.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
45. Mike, 45. 3 bud. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. Here we go. Jump team, man.
From the gun, Knox. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
And a yard at the 46-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Operating from the gun, Knox. He sets to fire deep. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted by the Broncos. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just...
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked picked off by Stephon Gilmore. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. This is Jones. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Locke. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
17 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Throwing on 1st down is Locke. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
57 to Mike. 52nd.
Shotgun snap to Locke. Got a man open. It's Sutton. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Following the fumble recovery, it's Locke. He completes this to Sutton. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Locke and Sutton on the connection there for a Denver first down.
First down.
Now the toss to Jones, running right. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd and 11 now. Locke under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out, you see, and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
4th down.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll go with Jones. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. To throw it is Locke. Being chased out left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Touchdown. Aaron Jones saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game, and the Broncos will add on to their lead. Now McManus for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Broncos 35, Patriots 10.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Shift. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Back to throw. Knox. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 32. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
He was brought down.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Mike 48.
No gain on this defense, no gain.
Again, it's Jones. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Lock to throw on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
To kick off for Denver.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Saying their fans here are stunned would be an understatement. Things in this wild card round have not gone according to plan. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Right off the...
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch.
2nd and 3 at the 44-yard line.
To throw on second down. Knox looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Zimmerman. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for him. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Hey, watch it, watch it. Bang, 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 bang.
Throwing on first down. Knox. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Devin Asiasi there. And that'll bring up second down.
Leads to 2nd and 10.
Pick it up. Check 45 to Mike.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From the gun, Knox. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Michael O.J. Mudia just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Operating from the gun, Knox. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. New England on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 17.
Under 10, 10. Check 3, check 3.
From the gun, Knox. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. And right away, he'll look to throw. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 36-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll go again to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Tonight, and a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes home.